5150 Nation, we done hit half a lick, baby. Thanks to Zoe Williams coming through, dropping off 10K, 10 racks. That's right, baby. Man, shit. Hey, what do you have to say about that? We're going to get into the 5150 show here in a second. Corey had a few things to say about it. We're going to stop and maybe do a little analysis. But overall, I think this is a win for 5150 Nation overall. It's a late night little edition of Angry Man God Talk with your boy, Brother David, a.k.a. Big Baby. Oh, man, every time. Let's go ahead and get into that thing. Kick it! New shit as usual. All original music by your boy. Angry Man God Talk, baby. We're here. To me, it ain't enough. Okay? I want all the jewels, all the riches. Let's go. As always, every show sponsored by Social Media Boutique. Make your next event a Social Media Boutique event. Check us out at SocialMediaBoutique.events. We got photo booth, which is one of our main attractions, of course, but DJ services, live band, musicians, whether it be a small piece, a soloist even, but a full 9 to 13 piece band as well. And we have live streaming services as well. We can come through at your party, set up webcams, go live at your wedding or your corporate party, and it's going to be great, guys. Oh yeah, feel that. That's Brother David, original music, baby. For me, it ain't enough. Oh no, no. Woo! Yes. And of course, ooh, let me turn this music down a little bit, guys. Get right into this show. I want everything iota missed. That's right. Let me not sing that thing too hard, because I have to charge you guys for a full jingle, and I don't know. But we got a new sponsor, Iota Mist. I've told you about it in the last few shows, guys. I personally use this broad spectrum hemp oil. Its lowered viscosity formula is designed to go instantly into your system. You spray it under your tongue. Don't compare it to any other spray though, and it certainly isn't a tincture. Okay, it's 99% of the medicines going into your system. Trust me, guys, you immediately feel a head change. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. So stick with us. Pretty soon I'm going to have some website information, ordering ways to order, promo codes, the whole nine. Iota Mist, guys, by Bubba Kush. The same guys who brought you OG Kush, Purple Kush, and Purple Kush, and I'm drawing a blank. Bubba Kush, Purple Kush, and OG Kush. Yeah, I said it, my bad. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this thing. Wow, if you have not had a chance to see the 5150 show tonight, yeah, man, Corey was what I would consider. I think it was some man shit. I'm just gonna say it straight up. I'm not trying to kiss nobody's ass. Matter of fact, if you guys know, I've been riding with Zoe kind of this whole time as far as whose side of the fight I'm on. I mean, I'm not necessarily picking sides because I still watch both of their content. Regardless, as y'all know, I still go on live and drop my videos and talking about it. And I did kind of say last time I wasn't going to harp too much. I don't think this is harping. I mean, I accept the fact that, a lot of the traffic that I've gotten recently comes from 5150 Goons. Shout out to my boys, you know what I'm saying? I'm down with the clique. And, Zoe Williams fans, I'm good with that. So this is a celebration as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm taking a little far now. We're not necessarily popping bottles, but I was happy. Again, not saying that these fellas are ready to kiss and make up yet, but this is a bomb-ass start. So let me just go ahead and I got this thing queued up here. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but let me see what we got.
That is much appreciated. But meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen who are watching the motherfucking show, Jerome is also a friend of the brother Zoe Williams, and he's on with his perspective about the bullshit. Craig Facts did a fantastic show with all the niggas from the street he have on his show. Everybody is gonna give their opinion of everything, but hold on, let me see who that is at the door first. We got motherfucking company coming in, goddamn it, because I would love for my brother to be on when I give this information that I'm finna give.
Oh yeah, he already announced that RZA was gonna be coming onto the show. I think I actually might have mentioned that in the intro, but yeah.
Because there's some information that I feel like everybody needs to know.
I wonder if RZA would speak
Very
on the
important
Pharaoh
information.
situation, how he felt.
Is that RZA?
I never know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never knew until Zoe was on Craig's show last week that there was any tension between RZA and Zoe. I kind of can't imagine that, but I also did see that young Pharaoh interview with RZA on Zoe's show, and as I've already mentioned on one of my episodes before, young Pharaoh, in my opinion, as always, was way out of pocket and absolutely did disrespect Zoe. I definitely feel Corey on his position. Not necessarily how the animosity spilled out and all that kind of stuff, but when it came down to talking about it, I mean, I side with Corey in that, when loyalty. If somebody, I don't care if I'm doing an interview or not, even if it was another guest, that the guest was, one guest is harassing, another guest, I'm going to step in and kind of G-check the situation, but especially one of my homeboys. But anyway, let's see if RZA's coming in, if he got something to say about the situation.
It was a bum or something. Anyway, so,
Fuck it.
Here we go. I show up at work today. I'm ready to give my...
give them propers, nigga.
I'm ready to give my whatever, though, on what happened with Zoe on your show.
Right.
Because I saw he had the streets with him.
Yeah.
Other people. And it was my opinion at first, like, oh, shit, it's getting loud.
Right.
Zoe did have James Broadway, a legendary producer. Who else was with him? Broadway was with him. Somebody else was with him. I don't think they got to talk too much, because then there was the other cats, the Crip and the Blood, doing their thing and all that kind of stuff. But I felt like there was somebody else in there, because I felt kind of the same way that Corey's saying. Like, I was like, at one point, I was like, damn, Zoe, I mean, you didn't have to bring the streets, bruh, to vouch for your name. You know what I'm saying? We already saw the Zolo mansions after the shit popped off, where you had to explain how you was a little juvenile asshole.
That's what we call it. Oh, you trying to get loud with it. Trying to, other people come with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Not like I was on some, I'm finna start some shit, but I'm just peeping the shit like, why the fuck would he bring other people in the shit?
Right.
Like,
Valid question.
I felt like he wasn't doing it because he was trying to necessarily bring drama, but that brings drama.
Right.
When other people are involved saying my name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I heard the brother said, the brother, it didn't seem like it was true animosity.
Nah, that's not the vibe I got at all.
That's how I felt. Like, okay, this ain't shit, because like I said, it's people who know me, love me, checking on me, and they like, what's up? And I swear, I just always said, man, ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't nothing. Me and my man got into a disagreement. That's all it is. It ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So, but today when I showed up, Phil was here. I don't know if Phil had something to do with it. Did you have something to do with it, Phil?
Listen, look at the smile. Look at my nigga smile. Guys, I just want to, I don't think it's a teaser, a spoiler, because, at this point, if you haven't watched the show, go back and watch it. It is what it is. You see in the title, I'm giving you the spoiler, because Zoe dropped that 10 racks. That half a lick came through. I'm proud of my boy. I'm pretty sure, based on reading the comments, everybody proud of my boy. And so it is what it is. But look how lighthearted a little bread makes Corey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like, not saying he wasn't mad before. And he's gonna go into, what the principalities of the matter were, Smokey, and what, not necessarily about the money, and that's cool. I do actually believe him. I don't think he really needs 10 grand or the 20 grand, but as far as the code that Corey has always spoken about, maybe he's gone a little overboard with, how he expresses it, or and even though a lot of shit that Zoe said was true, he can be hypocritical. A lot of niggas are hypocritical, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he does have a code that's basically actions speak louder than words, which is facts of life. So it ain't just Corey's code. So one more time, shout out to Zoe. But I just wanted to, look at Corey's face. My nigga is kind of floating, like, yeah, this nigga made me feel good. I could talk nice in the studio tonight.
Watching old episodes of MASH.
Right. That nigga he was watching Maud. Phil be in this motherfucker through the week watching Maud. He like old girl voice. Blanche, what are you finna do? Now, oh yeah, by the way, Darlene isn't here this week. Darlene is hard working, working with something that's hard. What? Is she a girl? She need that in her life. She might come back next week smiling. A lot of girls who be stressed out, they just need, anyway.
Corey's still snitching.
We'll get on that.
Ain't no telling if he's joking or not. Probably joking, but he probably telling the truth because Corey be snitching. She probably did, I ain't gonna be here. Me and my friend are gonna go, Santa Monica in the hot springs in the wintertime and, just be butt naked on the Alps, Corey. And, yeah, Darlene out there getting little yellow filtration.
In a second. But, yo, I want to say this about
I'm a little late.
Zoe Williams.
I'm a little sleep delirious,
When
by
I
the way.
showed up today, 5150 Nation, listen to this. Everybody get ready. If you want to start doing what you do it right now. Today, when I showed up, Phil gave me an envelope. He said, Zoe stopped by.
Speak.
Dropped off an envelope.
What was in it, nigga?
And left.
What was in the
So
envelope,
I know
nigga?
you watching. Why the fuck you ain't stay, old scare ass nigga? You should have stayed, nigga. It's me, nigga.
The build
no
up.
matter what happened, you never judge an entire motherfucking friendship off a motherfucking argument that happened one day. But
Zoe been the voice of reason for years, decades even, and it took him giving this nigga $10K for him to actually pass the spirit on. Now Corey's being the voice of reason. He ain't talking none of that shit. He was talking on Craig's show, even though a lot of that shit, even the "I'll beat your ass" was jokes, but still, it was still like the energy that most of us did not want to see. This is what we wanted to see, even though we still not letting you off the hook for doing some of that bitch ass shit, Corey. It is nice to see, you know what I'm saying, you being a little bit lighthearted and telling niggas what it is, and, this is really what it was, so, and I love you, brother, and that kind of talk and shit,
But it was going bad until Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, showed up today with a check for $10,000.
Hey.
Zoe.
I never in a million years thought Zoe
still being a bitch.
would fucking do this. First of all, let me say this. Go ahead, say something. Oh, yeah. Zoe! Where the fuck you get 10,000? I got some whole ass shit. Niggas always got something fucked up to say.
He borrowed it from Umar.
Right, he bought. How did you break into Umar school?
Greg Smith coming through. That was funny. He got it from Umar. Nigga, where the school at? That's funny.
Umar, don't be mad at me. I'm a
fucking
comedian.
with you, Umar.
Don't get mad, my nigga.
I'm calling the goons. Hello? Oh. Hold on.
I don't want to go at it with you, nigga, because I was going to pull. I had something today where I was about to pull one of them phone calls today. But anyway.
What?
No,
Some bitch
Zoe
shit? Some whole shit?
showed up with a check for $10,000. He didn't stay.
Did he just admit that he was going to do some more whole shit? If you, hey, nigga, I didn't know you was going to bring $10K, but I was going to play one of them voicemails. Hey, Corey, it's Zoe. Oh, man, I'm going to hit you back when I get a lick, nigga. Like, come on, don't do that, man, like that. We already know what it is.
He just dropped off the check and left. And what I want to say to Zoe is, first of all,
real man shit.
This is how you do G shit. This is how you handle motherfucking business by
You
doing
see the hunting
something
werewolf be out in the woods ready.
and not saying something. I personally want to tell you, I never thought you had that in you, brother. But you brought something else out of me about you. It ain't the money. It's that you stood up and not just talked, which is the main.
I'm glad he's getting to this part. I'm going to let it play because He's starting, Corey's a work in progress. I'm not tripping, but the nigga's doing the underhanded insults while you complimenting somebody. I don't mean it as a slight. I'm just saying, like, come on, nigga, get to the kudos part.
Thing I want to motherfucker talk about right now, because I don't never want to take away nothing from somebody when they do something, because it takes courage to do the right thing.
Definitely.
And it ain't just money. It's not money, which is why I never asked you or never sweated you about money. It's just, let me say this. And I was telling the guys, because I want them to comment on this. I was telling the guys before the show, what happened was, when you told me a lawyer or whoever told you not to get involved, it made me go, oh, this nigga, you leave me hanging with this shit? But
I can see that.
I'm the type of motherfucker, man, I know this is how life works. I don't expect nobody to stand up. I really don't. But
okay, real quick, I'm sorry, I'm hoping I'm not annoying y'all. I just want to stop at certain points and see what y'all think. Look down in the comments, even though the shit's usually delayed. But yeah, like, he's saying that people don't usually stand up. I think he's about to go into like that underhand. Like when he gives you a compliment, a lot of times they still throw a little shot. I don't know if he knows that he's doing that thing, doing it like that consciously. But yeah, I actually kind of felt, Corey on that, even though this is really technically the first time he's telling his side of the story of the lawyer situation. But like he said enough before for us to know, and like. He did say something along the lines of both him and Zoe, like, I'm just handling my business. That's Corey's side. I'm not trying to, pin you up, do no bullshit legal stuff. And, I don't know. I do feel Corey though. I think that he might need to be a little, he's going into this whole, the niggas don't stand up, but like, I thought that was, pretty accurate that Zoe should have, at least communicated with him better. Sorry, I kind of had a brain fart. I was actually looking at a text here. But he should have communicated at least. I feel like the onus was on Zoe more. Like, hey, man, I'm not trying to, play this legal game. You know what I'm saying? But I am trying to protect myself. I want to help you. I'm not trying to leave you hanging. This is what my lawyer said, And then even almost on some, like, what do you think? Or, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, on the real, Corey, heart to heart, man to man. Anyway, let me play it.
When you was calling me, telling me,
thought.
Corey, you need something, I think I probably could have explained it to you better. See, I live by a code. I don't need shit. When I need something, I ask for it. But it's very rare that I need something. So if somebody say, Corey, you need something, I'm always gonna be like, I'm good. My homeboy, rest in peace, Skull Bubble. This motherfucker had stomach cancer and wouldn't tell a motherfucker. This motherfucker, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm having problems with my lymph nodes and shit. And so when I found out my brother Skull Bubba had stomach cancer, which was a couple of days before he died, I knew why he kept saying that, because motherfuckers be too prideful.
Right.
They don't want you to be worried about them.
I'm sure he's going to bring this back to Zoe.
Let me do this
Corey
out
be
of
on them
phoniness.
rants.
You see what I'm saying? Because I brought Skull
Skull
in
Bubba.
to L.A. and we was kicking it. And I know this motherfucker knew he was dying, but he never said, man, I got stomach cancer, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. So when I did find out, I knew what he was doing. I was like, that's cold. Where I'm from.
Okay, he's talking about the
really,
code.
it is. Motherfuckers don't always tell you the shit that had they people worried. Because cancer ain't just something that you go through. Your family go through it too.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers don't be wanting their family to be worried. So when I said to you, because you would ask me, Corey, what's up? You good? I knew you ain't figured out. I knew you didn't know what I was saying when I was saying I'm good. And I take responsibility for that too. But a nigga like me, I got niggas calling me. Niggas love me. Corey, what's up, man? I'm good. And the reason I say it's good, because I really felt it was good. Like, motherfuckers be worried about you when you get in an argument and shit. So your guys call you and they be like, man, what's up? You straight?
Yeah.
I always said I'm straight because I never felt like it was nothing. Thanks to God,
Right.
I have never ran across anything
If it
since
was,
I
you
moved
would- it
out
was
here
'cause
to
your
LA
bitch ass
that I can't
behavior.
handle. So I ain't gonna lie, I was disappointed when Zoe didn't stand up, but coming dropping off some money and saying, not saying nothing, that's stand up too.
God!
That's stand up.
Do y'all agree? I mean, I don't see where anyone would disagree. I mean, Corey, who we've been holding to the fire for the last 4 weeks or however long it's been, is saying that was some G shit. And when we got Craig talking about call, doing his thing. But no, for real, that was some G shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to be happy with Corey. He ain't got to even be friends with Corey again, but just on some G shit. And the fact that he already said he was going to pay the money. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? So, but kudos to Corey for recognizing, not to say that he was recognizing that he was wrong, but in a way he is kind of changing some of his answer. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this is some G shit. And he was kind of making a reference to like this being like the first time, and so he's giving the man credit. So I want to give Corey credit.
But I wish he would have stayed.
Yeah.
So we could have did this on air.
Yeah.
I wish he would have stayed. If you're gonna do some shit like that, that's respectable. And I promise you, it ain't the motherfucking money. Anybody who know me know I ain't tripping on no motherfucking money.
That's it. Now Corey's talking about he's not tripping on money, but see, that's what I was about to say when he said you should have stayed. I mean, it ain't about the money for Zoe. It was about the disrespect. I'm saying kind of the same thing. You see what I did there? A little word play, something like a little wordsmith. It's the kind of antithesis of the opposite of the reciprocal. It's not about the money, bruh. Like, we had a misunderstanding. Whatever you want to say, Corey, maybe you thought something and I thought something else and I was going to pay you back and I misunderstood and we got into an argument, but the disrespect is what the fuck it was all about. Fuck the money. Damn the money. I was always going to pay you the money back. So stay for what? The disrespect is still on the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, backtrack from my original happy, celebrate the 5150s back together shit, intro shit. But no, I mean, I'm just talking real shit. Even when he pays another $10,000 back fully, what would make Zoe just kind of talking like Brandon, that even though his style of questioning irked me a little bit, why would Zoe do that? You see this thing, and it may never happen because I think to Corey, it was about man gestures and you not doing man gestures and this is a man gesture, so we good now. Let's come back and huddle up at the watering hole. No, bro, fuck you. He didn't need you. He doesn't need your confirmation now because you got the 10K that he's a man. You disrespected him. You disrespected a man. So why would he stay? That's weird. That's weird. It's not weird. It just shows that Corey doesn't actually really get it. He just thinks it's about whatever he thinks it's about.
So I done made motherfucking whoop-de-woo since we did that motherfucking Got a Lick shirt. I can't say what we made because them people watching, goddammit, you know what I'm saying? But all this shit squared up. I never trip off shit. Like, I trip off.
Boom, there it is. All this shit squared up. That's going in at least the description, maybe the title if I can squeeze it in. But yeah, he said he made money on the shirts, and now this man got 10,000. He just said we're all that shit squared up. Hey, there it is. There it is. Let me say it in the universe so I can remember the title. Zoe Williams hits a lick, pays Corey 10K. Corey says everything is squared up. Boom.
Disrespect. And even though I feel like Zoe is very intelligent when it comes to retaining shit that he read, it's things about Zoe, as I think about it in retrospect, if that's the word.
I want to hit a lick shirt, somebody
okay,
says.
He good in this area, but he don't know shit about this area. And because I know that, it's my responsibility to try to explain that to him if I feel like he don't know that.
Yeah.
Which is what I was gonna do today with the podium. I wasn't gonna come up there with the whole mad shit no more, because I watched Joe's show where he was talking, and I was like, this motherfucker really don't get it. Because like the first thing that started, you was like, why do you think he mad? And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, you don't know? You just said that the lawyer told you leave that nigga hanging. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
Lord have mercy. It's all good. Because there's certain parts of Corey's mentality and philosophy that I don't think anybody can change or influence, and that shouldn't really be anybody's, especially some little, punk behind little podcasters that he probably will never see or hear from or about. it ain't really up to us to try to mold a man on his, where he's rough around the edges. But this is an example of where Corey's rough around the edges. I think ultimately he just fails to see anything other than his way. So, again, especially now that Zoe has paid, $10K, substantial amount of the $20K back, and then you just said he's square based on the shirt sales as well. So, Zoe basically did his part to, damn near prove that the bullshit you said was some bullshit. He's not the weakest link. You can swear up and down on Craig's show, your show, or anybody else's show that your version of the story and what happened is what happened. But that ain't really our business. The bottom line is Zoe paid you. So what you talking now? This is not your line. Zoe still doesn't get it. No, nigga, that really is Zoe's line. Because as I just mentioned to you before, even right now, I think sometimes, I think when Corey acts like he be forgetting shit, that's like a little bit of jokes, and that's kind of a part of his what comedy. Oh, I know some motherfucker put you at the abortion clinic, but I do think that he's a little absent-minded in general, So this to me is an example of that. Not saying he's dumb or slow, nothing like that, but I do think that there's an absence of thinking about something from the other perspective. And now that we have Zoe, and I've pretty much said, I'm repeating myself more or less. Now that Zoe has stepped up to the plate and basically disproved most of the bullshit you were talking about, the only thing that's left is the disagreement you had, in which you really were acting more feminine and emotional. And as you said on Craig's show, letting out the animosity, you admit and acknowledge that. Cool. That's a man shit too. We get emotional, no big deal. But look at the situation as is right now. It's not your place, Corey, right now to be talking about Zoe still don't get it. You're not really still in the boss-ass nigga position, mainly because the only thing you had over Zoe was the $20K. And even that, half of the 5150 Nation believe it was your fault that Aries shit happened. You gained money through the TMZ promotions, and you went on the road for a year or two after that. And now you busting the if I hit a lick shirts. Now this man gave you $10K. There could be an argument made that this nigga really is probably, a part of, not to say he gave you any money, but a part of you collecting 30, 40, 50,000. I can't count your pockets, but I know because I've been to your shows. I know how much your tickets cost. I know what you've done online. I'm a little podcaster. I'm a fan. I follow you. So, I think, hypothesize, which is an estimated guess, that you've made money, not just off of your regular stand-up and your regular shit. That's all good and dandy. That's your lick. But, bruh, you can't tell me that things weren't heightened. Even if nothing else, the numbers on the 5150 show and the monetization of that. So, bruh, I'm going to play the video and stop rambling. But, it is irking me a little bit that in spite of what just happened and Zoe stepping up, really, quite frankly, more than you in regard to who was wrong on one side or who's wrong on the other side. You both had things that were kind of all right, y'all both could, do better on. He's cleaning his side up. You still haven't apologized. You still haven't acknowledged that, his perspective, as much as you're forgetful and can't even remember a motherfucker, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith. Oh, yeah. You act again, I don't know how much of that's an act. But even if there is some, absent-mindedness about you, some niggas are just forgetful, bro, you acting like his version of the story is not at all possible. Come on, dog. And I think most of us know his mind is sharper than yours. He's very clear-minded. So come on with this, you're still on your Xerxes throne looking down on Zoe. Thank you for paying tribute, my child. Now come sit next to me and learn the lesson. No, nigga, you're the one that ain't learned no lessons yet.
Shit ain't no good feeling when you work with somebody for a long time and you feel like some lawyer or somebody else can give you advice about leaving your people hanging. I ain't gonna leave you hanging if I'm with you, because I ain't scared to tell any motherfucker in no courtroom anywhere else. Look, motherfucker, this how I motherfucking go. This my man. We got in the fight. We gonna square it away.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear that. But again, here comes some of that hypocrisy, because you keep talking about standing on it. You're literally saying it now, but Zoe came to you after the lawyer said he shouldn't do it and came to you on some, what do you think? And you didn't do this right here. You didn't. That's that Stephen A. Smith shit. I don't buy niggas drinks, but you smile and have chicken with a nigga on fucking Instagram. But come on, bro. I'm not saying you're a phony. It's just, this to me is that absent-minded or that lack of education or, thing that I was talking about in the first episode that I did. Where Corey, just come on, bro. Like, you ain't the only, like, you're not probably ever the smartest nigga in the room. And that's not a shot. I'm just saying, like, to think that your perspective, when you can't even remember motherfuckers' names on the show half the time, is the only perspective. And you even said, I don't know, that sound like me. Come on, man. I'm just saying, bro. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm being a little annoyed, you know what I mean? But you need to, you don't always stand on it, my nigga.
I don't go by the laws of the land. I don't believe in that shit. But
you ain't said it as though when he said my lawyer said don't do the letter.
When motherfuckers don't speak up. But when Zoe, I tell you, I know you watching. When you motherfucker was talking some shit about that other nigga, and you hadn't motherfucking get right with me, I was mad to the motherfucker. Like, the fuck you talking about this nigga? And
now
you
that's
motherfucking
understandable.
do right by me.
Right.
So
that's understandable.
I mean, like, y'all could say something about it if y'all want to, because I want y'all to say something. I'm open for
Troll babies
counseling.
eat.
I'm open for
Always.
conversation,
like
opinions, and all that. That's why I got y'all on there in the chat room, motherfuckers. Y'all say what y'all say, because I listen to y'all too.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like me and you are very similar. We think alike. And Zoe is like very analytical, numbers-driven, information-driven. So I think when you have people who come from the side of the brain that we do, and we're in close quarters with analytical people, a lot of shit gets lost in translation, because I think we think morals, because we're storytellers, we're creatives. And so a lot of times two people will be saying the same shit, but because they process information different, it'll seem like they not saying the same shit, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like y'all was saying the same shit the entire time, but it was other shit, undisclosed shit that I wouldn't know about, that only y'all two would know about, the frustrations, or sometimes you be around a motherfucker all the time and you just be tired of the motherfucker, you know what I mean? That's real, that's human shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was an element,
friends
but
and family.
I just felt like the whole time, in my opinion, it was repairable. And I'm just glad that he stood up and made an effort, because I was saying, man, shit, if that had been me, I might not have paid the motherfucking money, man.
You wouldn't have paid the money with that sweater, motherfucker.
But no, I'm glad, man. I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate both of y'all coming on my show afterwards, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all doing the right thing. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they can get back to that other level, because I feel like y'all the best podcast tandem, you, him, and Darlene, in podcast history. Y'all got 5150 is a GOAT podcast. It's the greatest podcast.
Marco Holloway say, if you had a lawyer, you have to respect his lawyer. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking lawyer. I tell my lawyer what the fuck to do. The reason the lawyer motherfucking wanted to add.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that back just a little bit, because I do want to hear that point again, but I wanted to kind of just talk about that real quick point. He said basically, that 5150 Nation, it really is, and as many different guests, and I'm sorry, host, co-host, Bobby and Freeze, and truth be told, that's all a part of it. Like, I look, even with Nate, the people that have come and gone, even, is my point. But ultimately, the foundation of this show is Corey, Darlene, and Zoe, and everybody else was an amazing contributing cast. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody agrees with that. What do y'all think? Are we ever going to see that again? And if there is a path to that, what would need to happen? Specifically, anybody in the comments, y'all go ahead and get loud. I think personally, Corey is going to have to apologize. And that day could come. Who knows what's going to happen when he gets that next 10 grand? Because you see how lighthearted he is now. Like, man, saying, so, man, you don't want to fight, man. Let me tell you something, man. That was a man shit. That next 10 racks, he might be like, man, I'm sorry, Zoe. That nigga might actually apologize. But, yeah, let's go ahead and, even though he's kind of backtracking, I do want to hear a little deeper explanation on the lawyer side of the game.
With that sweater, motherfucker.
But no, I'm glad, man. I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate both of y'all coming on my show afterwards, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all doing the right thing. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they can get back to that other level, because I feel like y'all the best podcast tandem, you, him, and Darlene, in podcast history. Y'all got 5150 is a
definitely
GOAT
one of the
podcast.
best, man, for
It's
real.
the greatest.
On the real nigga side of the game,
Podcast.
maybe
Marco
the
Holloway
best.
say, if you had a lawyer, you have to respect his lawyer.
This
Let me
part.
tell you something. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking lawyer. I tell my lawyer what the fuck to do. The reason the lawyer motherfucking wanted to ask Zoe what the fuck was his version of what happened, because the lawyer wanted to put together his shit. But I don't respect. A lawyer is what you have to hire because the courts hustle our money this way.
Nobody's confused about that, Corey. Again, I understand his point. Corey's a street nigga, man. I'm not trying to like beat the dead horse, as they say, or be redundant, but it's just so applicable in so much of this conflict that they have. Because right now, again, I think this main thing with Corey is his inability to see someone else's side of an actual truth. So, but for him, it's not true when he's going through his pain, when he's going through his shit, when he's paying his lawyers. But then again, most importantly, he's not talking the shit he's talking now, maybe because he's lighthearted and he got that 10K and a weight has been lifted off his chest and his spirit and he can speak more freely on it. But he should have, especially when Zoe came to him on some, this is where I'm at. I wrote the letter. Like even as he said, I tell my lawyer what to do. I get it, Corey. When you have a lawyer and you're a boss ass nigga, that is typically how it goes. When you're not, and this is not a shot at Zoe, or of course we've heard the prepaid legal jokes and all that, and whether that's the case or he's got a family member or a friend that's a lawyer giving him some counsel, it's going to be a different angle. People, regular folks like us, when we have to spend our hard-earned money to get a lawyer, it's typically because we really have to and have no other choice, and the capacity that you have it. If you're not spending real bread, you really just you pay for what you get, if that makes sense. So you got people giving you advice, legal advice. This is if you want to not be held liable, Zoe, then this is what I suggest you do and not do. With Corey, he's a boss ass nigga dropping the bread, more bread than I imagine Zoe paid his lawyers. I don't know what he paid them. And it's a different dynamic. So, not to ramble on about that, but again, this is just another example of why does Corey know that? Now, either he is, like I'm kind of claiming, a little uncouth and uncultured, even though he's a rich nigga, but he's still a street nigga, especially up here. And I don't necessarily, he doesn't sound like he really invests his money like he should. Nigga don't even got a real estate. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, like, Corey could be way more of a boss ass nigga, I think, if he wasn't kind of this simple. Maybe it's not absent-minded, because he's not dumb, and I think it's like, hey, I don't want to know what I don't have to fucking know. All I know is this. Niggas is loyal, and he's all about this loyalty shit, when he done realized that most broke motherfuckers, most regular American working class people, when they get a lawyer, they're getting advice on some, like, how to skim by, or by the skin of their teeth with whatever situation they're dealing. When you're a rich nigga hiring a lawyer, y'all trying to win or trying to decapitate your opponent or whatever the case is. So again, this is just, to me, some of that shit that Corey. I'm sorry, I'm sleepy, y'all. I keep saying Zori. Cause I'm talking about Zoe and Corey, nigga. Zori.
It costs to take something to trial. It's like it ain't even real. Poor people can't have a fair trial.
So you do know this.
If you don't have no money, you wasting your time fighting anything in court. So I don't even respect the system. So I'm not gonna respect a lawyer. I respect somebody who's trying to make a living, but law is cutthroat.
Yep.
There is no right to law. It's we gonna do this. They settle down. A trial is an opportunity.
You gonna pay. Yes.
So when motherfuckers say respect lawyers, man, I can't respect no lawyer, man. I know what the fuck a lawyer do. A lawyer came between me and Zoe.
Again, Corey, you don't get it. The brother on the chat said, let's respect the fact that Zoe had a lawyer. You had a lawyer, so did Zoe. He didn't say respect the lawyer. He said respect, Zoe's counsel, the fact that he had that. I don't think that Corey gets it. And again, it's not to say that Zoe was correct or that Zoe's lawyer gave better advice than Corey's lawyer. The bottom line is, when it's all coming out, especially now with this 10K, and we're able at this last 3-4 weeks of analyzing and unpacking things, Corey's really the one holding the bag when it comes to the flaws in the communication style or lack of communication style. Again, all this real nigga G shit that he's saying, he stands on like right now, and it is good for us as 5150 Nation. He is explaining his side, so we want to hear that. But again, this is the conversations you should have had behind closed doors when Zoe came to you. And I don't know exactly how it went down with Grady, but I mean, you shown us kind of how you roll. So I just feel like that's another example of that subconscious kind of hypocrisy. Like, if you truly stood on what you say and what you do, you wouldn't have ever had built up animosity. You would have broke it down right up front when the nigga came to you. So I think he needs to try to be humble.
Zoe
You're not
said
in
he
a
wrote out
teaching
a note,
position right now, brother.
and he was going to give it to me, but a lawyer told him not to.
Right.
What?
The lawyer I had said, well, you know you can just sue him because whoop-de-woo.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't finna sue that man because I felt like I know the situation when it comes to suing.
Yep.
What I look like trying to sue a black man about some motherfucking bullshit?
Right.
I ain't tripping on
Agreed.
this shit. Ari Spears is the motherfucker who got his ass whooped, so he was the motherfucker who should have been behind the 8 ball the whole time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. It ain't no thing. I'm just saying. It's like the bottom line for everybody who watching this, I think everybody should learn. You can't depend on the system when it comes to somebody you supposed to fuck with for real.
I'm sorry.
Motherfuckers, I'm trying to squash it up. I'm the man.
I'm sorry. I fast forwarded because, again, go to the 5150 show. I'm a huge fan. Been there for years. Been that for years. I am a little annoyed with Corey right now, but it's not just that. It's annoying to hear him continue to try to teach a nigga some shit when Zoe's the one that's standing the tallest right now. Those are facts, and and then explain the court system, and then so y'all can learn something. No, nigga, you're the only one in the whole 5150 Nation out of everything that's happened this last month that hasn't learned shit. And I ain't talking about them bullshit ass lessons you talking about. Oh, now I shouldn't talk about bitches around these soft niggas. Come on, dog. I mean, and because, dog, here's the thing. I mean, I actually dabbled in polygamy officially with 2 young ladies and my baby mama, so 3. So I'm actually with you when it comes to like being real, even though I'm not doing it now. I'm the kind of man that is not going to lie to a woman anymore, and at least not about that. It's too much stress, and even though there's problems in a polygamous relationship, just like there are monogamous, it is absolutely more stress free in regard to like not being what most regular niggas are. However, Corey, that was a violation. The Ray Grady shit, like he might have been capping. And he definitely he was capping, and he should have joked it off or gracefully bowed out or like, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Even if his baby mama that he still fucks with on the side saw that clip, he could blame it on comedy. Hey, baby, I don't know what you're talking about, Corey. So you don't fuck hoes? Oh, you nigga, you know what you're talking about. And it would expose Corey for the whole shit. But Corey, that was a violation, bro. You don't do that to your dog. Niggas fuck bitches. They cheat on their wives. And if you're his friend, you don't do that. Sorry. Regardless of if you think it's some hoe shit or not. Not your place to make a nigga be a polygamist.
What I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of all of the stuff I did wrong. Somebody said I called Zoe the weakest link.
Here we go.
Well, listen. Up until now, weak shit had been done. It's not the money. It is
Corey still don't get
what people do that I respect. I promise you, I am not chasing no amount of money.
Nobody cares about this.
I'm not rich, but I feel like
With somebody for long enough, there's little things that irritate you, right?
Jerome, you cool, man.
And-
I wouldn't say that just because you in my face. You cool. I know the shit you do, and you're the type of guy, like, you don't sit up on no high chair. You're
Like
a
you.
guy who is approachable in your position. Like, most people won't know your position. You know what I'm saying? And that is because you are approachable in the way you come across and things like that.
Let me read some of these chat. Well, I was reading some while Corey was talking. I was like, that's probably annoying. I shouldn't do that. Let's see what we got going on. I did hear him say that I want to be in the 5th chair. What they giving away? This show awkward as hell. Really? Why? Where's Darlene? Darlene is getting dick right now, apparently. Nate. I don't think it's Nate Jackson. These people are too much. RZA home plates. Oh, I'm not going to read none of those. I don't know why people be hating on RZA. Not that many. Only a few. Me Too, Holcomb. 5150 for life. Damn, they tricked y'all into hating RZA Islam. Who's this? I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what the hell's going on with the hate on RZA. That's bitch nigga shit. Cause Young Pharaoh is the most vocal person with apparently the facts and the receipts, and he's bullshit. So any other nigga on the internet talking shit about somebody like him that's shown nothing but G shit is a bullshit ass nigga. I think these chats are not the live chat. It's the top chat. Anyway, it don't matter. I'm about to wrap this up anyway, though.
I'm listening to you.
But I think, even if you don't
This is how I really felt. He didn't stay. He dropped off a check for $10,000.
Oh, that's
Going to a dog lick clean. Boy, that motherfucker looked so good.
RZA gotta say.
RZA sharp, boy. You walked in on something. We was talking about something that happened with brother Zoe.
Okay.
Zoe, I
I feel like it's good news.
Me and Zoe
Damn,
fell
Zoe.
out. A
Corey?
little bit about it.
What the fuck is wrong
And
with me? This is like
today,
the fifth
even
time
though
I
he
said
didn't
Zori.
stay, he dropped off a check for $10,000.
Oh, that's.
Going to it.
good. Yeah.
You clap without even nobody even queuing it in.
I
Yeah.
just love seeing our brothers do the right thing for
Yeah.
each other. Just that's all I care about.
We can
Yeah.
buy half a bird with that, man. We send that back to Chicago.
It's hustle all
Way
the
in like a
time.
motherfucker, right?
But what I'm saying is, somebody said last week I called, or whatever week that was, I called Zoe the weakest link. At the time when I said that, that is how I really felt. That is how I felt because of things that had happened. Now, the efforts have been made toward me. I make efforts toward the people who make efforts toward me. Zoe obviously made an effort toward me today, and I appreciate it. And who I am will show. I don't have to explain shit about whatever the fuck. Who I am will show. Zoe made an effort toward me. I make efforts towards Zoe.
That's a good place to end it because again, I'm not gonna do his whole show. That's not what I'm about. But we will see what his efforts will show. Because I've been doing probably half the show some complaining about his half-ass kind of like kudos to Zoe. No. He gave full praise to Zoe, but his like excuses and like breaking down the story, which was very informative, and we appreciate that. A lot of it came off still like he still doesn't get it. I'm gonna put that in the description also. Does Corey not get it? And does it matter? Is it important for him to get it with him being the big homie, so to speak, at least on the financial side, and and him kind of being just a street nigga that I don't know if he's ever really gonna learn certain deep lessons, and it may not be necessary for him to do good shit and influence people the way he's been doing. He doesn't have to be a deep thinker or be able to go deeper. But I think it would be beneficial for their friendship. Zoe can't be the only one who gets it. And I still don't really know. Well, the only thing that he got from that fallout with you is that you had an issue that he didn't know about the 20,000. That you had built up animosity toward him, not the other way around. And he cleared that up, basically. So, does Corey get it? Because, again, all the real lessons that were on the table to be learned were for him. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. I don't think he soaked nothing up. The disrespect, the perception, letting animosity build up. They're all related, but they're just separate things. Then, therefore, you looking at somebody disrespectfully when you really shouldn't, because they came to you and communicated like a man before, and you said it's all good, and you did not be a man and stand on what you actually had to say, like a hypocrite. So, again, do you get any of this, bro? I don't think you do. But like he just said, I'm going to end on a positive note. He said, what did he say? Time will show how I do my thing, and we gonna grow. Anyway, guys, it's your boy, Brother David, AngryManGodTalk. I'm trying to kick some music on. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Woo 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 woo. Kick it. Hey, y'all take it easy, guys. I'm out this piece. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Thanks for the love, guys. Oh, and again, of course, I'm sorry, I'm a little sleepy. Don't forget about Iota Mist, guys. Broad spectrum hemp oil designed to instantly go into your bloodstream. It's amazing. I use it. It's an instant head change. It's kind of trippy, only because, you know, I know a little bit about THC and I've never been impressed by CBD, but this was an immediate head change. I kind of felt, obviously, not really high, but it was dope. And pain, joint pain, all that tension was relieved. It's awesome, guys. Get in on this. Iota Mist. Inbox me. Check me out. I got the scoop, guys. And of course, Social Media Boutique.